In the early 1970s, Houston, Texas was gripped by fear and horror as a series of gruesome murders came to light, revealing the dark legacy of one of America's most notorious serial killers, Dean Corll, also known as the Candyman. Dean Corll, a seemingly ordinary electrician, operated a small candy factory in Houston Heights. Little did anyone suspect that behind his friendly demeanor lurked a cold-blooded killer who preyed on young boys. Between 1970 and 1973, Dean Corll, along with his accomplices David Brooks and Elmer Henley Jr., committed a series of brutal murders that would come to be known as the Houston Mass Murders. Corll's victims were predominantly teenage boys from the Houston area, lured into his clutches with promises of candy, money, or employment. Once in his grasp, they were subjected to unspeakable acts of torture, abuse, and ultimately, murder. Corll's victims were predominantly teenage boys from the Houston area, lured into his clutches with promises of candy, money, or employment. Once in his grasp, they were subjected to unspeakable acts of torture, abuse, and ultimately, murder. The true horror of Corll's crimes came to light when his teenage accomplice, Elmer Henley Jr., eventually turned on him, leading police to a horrifying discovery: a boat shed in Pasadena, Texas, where the bodies of his victims were buried. The scale of the atrocity shocked the nation, revealing the depths of depravity that some individuals are capable of. The community was left shattered and scarred, grappling with the trauma of lost innocence and unanswered questions. Dean Corll's reign of terror came to an end in 1973, when he was shot and killed by Henley during an altercation. David Brooks, the other accomplice, later cooperated with authorities, leading to the identification and excavation of multiple burial sites. The legacy of the Candyman lives on in the memories of those he victimized and the families left behind. May we never forget the lives lost and the profound impact of this dark chapter in Houston's history.